This week's edition of In Focus.
Your family here, this community, has just gotten a lot larger. It's gone statewide, and people are going to want to rush in here to help.
Governor Holcomb and other state officials surveying the damage from Thursday night's tornadoes across the state of Indiana. Devastating storms impacting several parts of the state on the very same day. And as the cleanup continues there, Governor Holcomb is also taking action and signing bills from this year's legislative session, with lawmakers finishing their work last weekend amidst a lot of questions still about the state's billion-dollar Medicaid shortfall. State House reporter Hannah Adamson has a recap.
Although several called it a tumultuous session, Indiana Democrats said they were pleased to pass bills establishing a green alert for at-risk missing veterans, boosting birth control for women on Medicaid, and securing a 13th check for state retirees. On the Indiana Republican side, major public policy wins in the arenas of child care and education.
So we were efficient, and it was a great session, a lot of productive things done.
With 20% of Indiana third graders unable to read at grade level, Indiana Republicans made their top priority education, passing a bill that would boost remediation and retention efforts for kids struggling to read.
The biggest issue was around education. Senate Bill 1, House Bill 1001, I think, are critical.
But Indiana Democrats say they're concerned retention could hurt Hoosier kids in the long run.
It's an issue that the data shows it does not work. And what does work, as I've said before, is investing more money in early childhood education.
I'm scared to say this, but I think a lot of our children are in danger.
Senate Minority Leader Greg Taylor expressing concerns the successful Republican effort to loosen child labor laws and lower the child care worker age limit are the wrong approach.
I think we all understand that we have a child care problem, but how they're addressing it, I think it's going to come back to bite us.
But a win for both sides of the aisle includes a bill that bans anti-Semitism on college campuses, a bill that didn't even get a Senate hearing last year.
We got an anti-Semitism bill that was unanimously supported in both houses, that both sides of the issue could agree upon.
It's a lot of cooperation, a lot of listening, and just kind of working together on it, and really excited to get that across the finish line.
Although the session may be over, one issue that still haunts several lawmakers is the state's $1 billion Medicaid shortfall. A last-minute attempt to increase transparency within the Family and Social Services Administration failed here at the State House last week.
We're going to be watching FSSA a little better to see whether it's taking care of our people and our budget. I would say we've got a partial solution to that. Not so much of a solution for the families that are affected.
Reporting from the State House, I'm Hannah Adamson.
Hannah, thanks. This week we also heard from Governor Holcomb, who's been in the process of signing many of this year's bills. Hannah asked the governor about the impact of that Medicaid shortfall.
First and foremost, we want to make sure that folks that are receiving services get them. They may be in a different way, but we have to make sure that the program is sustainable and that we can provide those services down the road.
The governor encountering protesters Thursday who were concerned about the potential impact on their families.